Corporate espionage in everyday business. 5 spy techniques of psychological influence. You have to figure out what people's motivations are, and what their vulnerabilities are. Because that is the information you use to manipulate them to get what you want. This chilling, hyper-calculated statement doesn't belong to a Hollywood blockbuster. Those are the exact words of Lindsay Moran, a former CIA case officer, declassifying the core mindset of an intelligence operative. You might ask, why are we discussing CIA tradecraft in a conversation about corporate survival and business strategy? Because most professionals believe espionage belongs strictly to the shadows of international politics. The reality? In the cutthroat corporate arena, elite CEOs, master negotiators, and world-class marketers utilize these exact psychological manipulation techniques every single day. True intelligence work rarely relies on high-octane car chases or futuristic gadgets. It thrives on a far more lethal asset, the precise exploitation of human vulnerabilities. The 5 operative tactics of corporate influence. The operative playbook consists of 5 fundamental pillars designed to decode and control human behavior. 1. Engineered alignment, rapport. In the civilian world, building genuine trust takes months. A spy is trained to secure it within hours. The mechanism behind this is called engineered alignment. Before any physical contact occurs, an operative conducts exhaustive background intelligence. Upon meeting the target, they flawlessly mirror their interests, mimic their values, and orchestrate subtle, high-value favors. In high-stakes business, top-tier dealmakers never pitch their product immediately. Instead, they invest heavily in creating an undeniable aura of psychological safety. I am just like you. I understand your world. Once that mental shield drops, the negotiation is effectively over. 2. Narrative control, the framing effect. Whoever controls the flow of information controls the final decision. Masters of deception rarely rely on outright lies. Instead, they present 7 parts truth and 3 parts calculated misdirection. By selectively disclosing specific data points, they frame your perception of reality. In a corporate boardroom, this is known as the framing effect. A sophisticated competitor will supply you with highly specific, favorable metrics, guiding your logic exactly where they want it to go. The most dangerous part? You will walk away genuinely believing you made an independent, brilliant executive decision, completely unaware that you simply walked into a pre-engineered trap. 3. Psychological attrition. This tactic focuses squarely on exploiting emotional fault lines, specifically, fear and anxiety. In corporate warfare, when a competitor suffers a public relations crisis, dominant market leaders will aggressively accelerate their marketing or legal campaigns. This is not arbitrary. It is a calculated pressure campaign designed to trigger panic and force the opponent into making reactive, fatal operational errors. 4. Conversational traps. Leading questions. Elite case officers never interrogate, they converse. They employ meticulously structured, seemingly benign leading questions that peel back an individual's defenses like an onion. Reflect on your own experience. Have you ever attended a casual business dinner, felt the conversation flowing beautifully, only to realize the next morning that you unwittingly disclosed your firm's financial bottom line? 5. Weaponizing cognitive bias. Every operation eventually converges on a singular vulnerability: the structural glitches within human cognition. The most potent weapon in this category is the availability heuristic. Building your operative-grade corporate shield. In an era of omnipresent cognitive manipulation, standing unprotected means risking becoming a pawn on someone else's chessboard. To insulate yourself from external influence, you must build a robust, intelligence-grade corporate shield around your career. An exceptional professional must cultivate 4 core competencies: acute situational awareness, sharpen your attention to micro details, train yourself to decode micro-expressions, tactical shifts in vocal tone, and defensive body language across the negotiation table. Information discipline. Actively manage and compartmentalize data. Employ high-level security protocols, use encrypted communication channels, and never discuss core intellectual property or trade secrets in casual, unsecured environments. Active psychological defense. You must understand the mechanics of cognitive biases, not to manipulate others, but to recognize when they are being deployed against you. When an opponent uses a leading question or frames a narrative around your anxieties, your internal defense system should immediately trigger a red alert. Crisis composure. When an operational crisis hits, react like an elite operative. Control your respiration, maintain a perfectly neutral expression, neutralize your emotional bias, and execute decisions based on pure logic. As the classic counterintelligence maxim goes, the world of espionage is built on deception. An operative must know how to construct a flawless illusion, but more importantly, they must possess the ability to deconstruct a lie the exact second it is told to them. In modern business, invisibility and insight constitute your absolute defense and your most lethal offense. Once you internalize the mental architecture of an intelligence professional, the market loses its power to manipulate your decisions. Have you ever identified these psychological pressure points being applied in your own industry? Or have you realized that your recent consumer choices were entirely driven by the availability heuristic? Let's discuss. Share your insights in the comments below. If you found value in this strategic breakdown, subscribe to the column, leave a high rating, and share this insights playbook with professionals driving results in today's corporate landscape. Stay sharp.